In a few minutes, I'll be boarding a plane that will be taking me back to Argentina, where my family lives. I haven't seen them in a number of years, and obviously I'm very excited to see them and all, especially my mom. But when I really think about it, my family/cultural connection really comes down to my grandfather. See, we're both musicians, and recently I've had some success with my own music in Canada. And I'm hoping to see that he's proud of me.
Tengo una flor muy hermosa que mi madre la que quiero.
We came on 1990 to Canada with my whole family because my dad wanted to have a better life for us. In Argentina, he had trouble with some of political parties that go around. I don't know. So since we came to Canada, the only thing I know is it was hard from the beginning to that 5 years they were here, because after that they got deported because the refugee claim was denied.
Nunca pensé que lo iba a tener todo separado y lejos. Y me siento mal porque toda madre quiere estar con los hijos. Muy sola, muy triste, porque estoy pensando todo el tiempo en ellos y en todos. Y el golpe más fuerte fue cuando te fuiste vos. Y ahí peor, no me puedo sentir. Ayer me siento peor.
When I was 11 or even younger, I think every couple of Sundays we would go to my grandfather's house and have a barbecue, an asado, and he would always play during dessert time or just when people are done eating and they're just sitting there relaxing under the sun, and that's probably one of the most pleasant memories I've always had.
Entonces el abuelo tuvo que trabajar mucho y por eso ahí también sale de que él no pudo progresar en la música porque él trabajó de chico para mantener a su familia, a sus padres y a sus hermanos más chiquitos.
He was in grade 8. He started playing an instrument. Back home I had a guitar and my neighbor had a piano. So he started playing the little keyboard, the toy piano he had.
I know this is probably cliche to say, but music does really feel to me as an escape from everything else. Not necessarily escape. I don't really want to escape, but kind of like a portal to my own little strange musical little world, which I still don't even understand fully.
I think by you being here maybe affected you more because you felt lonely, right? So you got into the music. So you were expressing your feelings into music. So I think that's what maybe brought the music into you, and you were thinking of Grandpa back home. So when you were feeling lonely, I'm sure you did someday. So you express yourself in the music.
I remember even from grade 9 to grade 12, I would often, even after school, stay either in the music room or Miss McCabe's room up until 11 p.m. just playing piano. And then I remember the janitors would come in and they'll be like, "What the hell are you doing here?" "I'm just practicing. I don't want to go home yet. I want to write music."
I've known Isa since beginning of high school. We started jamming together. I got into the guitar. He was playing on the piano a lot and started just jamming.
I experienced when he showed up 5 years ago. I remember I gave him clarinet, so he picked up very fast.
And then he would like to play guitar, and then he got into the clarinet and other stuff. But mostly it was the keyboard he liked to play.
figured out, wow, he's the best player already, grade 9, and better maybe than grade 11.
It was last year. He came up to me. He's like, "Oh, he showed me some stuff that his grandfather played." I was like, "Oh, it's really cool."
I had a few tapes that my mother left me. I love my grandfather. I loved listen to him when he sing and play the guitar. So I play when he was here. I used to play when I'm doing the cleaning in the house.
And he showed me that. And, well, I'm not really that into like I'm into classical music, and like the whole Spanish guitar was like, oh my god, that's amazing! Like just how fast it is, and like just like upbeat tempo. And I was.
He came with the idea, with some music. I find some Spanish background, let's say, some tangos.
Yeah, and then he asked me if I wanted to play like that kind of style, and I was like, oh, I can learn it.
So I figured out maybe it would be a good idea to invite this young, talented boy to compose something for the symphony orchestra. And to be honest, he really showed up with one day with a really amazing piece.
Yes, can you tell us how you get this idea? What is in this music which we almost ready to listen?
Well, sir, I was inspired by my grandfather's music, who is from Argentina, and that is the place where I was raised. He used to write very beautiful folk guitar music, and it really was important in my family. So I received a CD a while back, and there was this one song which really inspired me, and some of the melodies are included in this piece, and I would like to dedicate this to my grandfather. And the other parts of the piece, it's basically the sum of my life experiences, hence Bishop Morocco, which is the school I came from and graduated. And it's just one big giant pot of my life story.
There's no words. I can't explain that. You have to be there and feel it. I was crying. I couldn't even see you with my tears running down. It was nice.
So I guess Isaias kind of influenced me in a lot of classical stuff, a lot of Spanish type music.
I remembered it had something to do with school because all through from grade 2 to grade 6, which was the last grade I did over there, I was attending school without any papers from Argentina, so I was studying there illegally.
Y vos me dijiste que te querías ir a estudiar a Canadá porque querías ir allá, vos querías que era tu país, que vos querías... Y me dejaste la cabeza así, de que yo me quiero ir, que me quiero ir, y yo no te quería dejar ir porque era muy chico.
So I started bugging her constantly, "Mom, I want to go. I want to go." Sometimes I would get out of hand and she would yell at me.
Yo lo pensé mucho porque te vi muy entusiasmado vos, y vos me pedías de que sí, te quería ir, y lo pensé y dije que sí, que era tu oportunidad.
No, Dad wanted you to come over here, get a better life. He knew that. Mom was a little bit hard because you were the only one beside her after the divorce, and she felt lonely, and she felt like you were the only one she had. So for her it was very hard.
Me quería morir, me quería ir con el avión No podía creerlo.